Hey everyone, it's Laura here from makingcardsisfun.com, and it's time for another Saturday STEM Day card-in video. First, I wanted to thank you for all of your support during my exams. I completely finished them and I'm so happy, and your sweet words and comments on my Instagram and my Facebook just always really made my day and they kept me going. So now I'm just really happy and very thrilled to be making videos for you again. So today I'm going to be using the adorable Winter Pals stamp set and die cut set from W+9. This is a brand new stamp set. It has been released a couple of weeks ago, I think, and it arrived a couple of days ago. So now I'm going to use it, and these animals are just so adorable. So I'm going to mount a couple of these cute images onto a Fisker stamp press, since I'm going to be stamping these on white cardstock and I'll be coloring them as well. I'm going to ink up all of these images using Memento Tuxedo Black ink. So I cut out all of these images. Well, I didn't really fuzzy cut them, as you can see, but I just kind of cut some smaller shapes so it's easier to color them in. And I'm going to color all of these images using Copic markers. Now, I won't be showing the whole process of the coloring since my video will be too long then. So I just wanted to let you know, if you would like to see some more videos where I am Copic coloring. So it's just a good tip, and maybe I can use it for upcoming videos in 2015. So I'm just going to do my usual Copic coloring, just going to show you how I am coloring the penguin. And then I will be linking to all of the other Copic markers that I use for the other images. Over here I have a piece of Nina Desert Storm cardstock, and it measures 4 inch by 5.5. I'm going to use the Big Bang Flurry stamp set from Winnie and Walter, and I'm going to stamp this rectangle of snowflakes. I'm going to use white pigment ink from Simon's Stamp to stamp these snowflakes. I'm just going to stamp them, and then I am going to rotate my block, and then I can stamp the next. Now, I constantly smudge this white ink, so I'm already going to sprinkle some glitter embossing powder on there. I'm using the Neutral Ultra Shimmer embossing powder from WOW. So I'm just going to sprinkle that on, and then I'm going to continue stamping. Okay, so I finished stamping and sprinkling this piece of craft cardstock, and I already heat embossed the stars. They look so pretty. Now I'm going to use the large stitched rectangle stackables. These are die cuts from L'Enfant. I'm going to use one of these frames. Okay, so I'm going to use this frame. Then I'm going to adhere the frame onto my card using some washi tape so I can easily run it through my Big Shot machine. So now I ended up with this frame. So I'm going to adhere some acetate behind the frame, since I will be creating a sequin shaker again. Just going to trim off a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to adhere the frame the piece of acetate on the frame. So I'm just going to use my adhesive again. So I'm going to stamp a greeting from the Winter Woodland stamp set from Winnie and Walter. I'm going to stamp that onto some vellum using Versamark ink. Okay, so now I'm going to sprinkle that greeting using sparkling gold embossing powder from Wow. By the way, I use these cupcake wrappers as a little filter. Jennifer Maguire uses coffee filters, and I decided to use cupcake wraps since, well, I have a ton of these and I don't use them all. Okay, so now I'm going to heat set that greeting. Okay, so now I have all the pieces to build the cards. Over here I have a wood grain standard size note card, and now I'm going to wrap this banner, this greeting banner, around the snowflake frame. So I'm going to put teeny tiny dots of Glossy Accents behind the gold letters. Okay, so now I'm going to line that up. Okay, I'm just going to press that down. Then I'm going to fold over those edges. Also going to use Glossy Accents to adhere that. So you may have heard about this, but this is a new product and it is called Fun Foam. Fun Foam is, well, basically a piece of foam, and you can use it to create sequin shakers. Now, I tried it out earlier today, and what I like so much about this is that when you shake your sequin shakers, the little sequins won't get stuck at the sticky edges of foam tape. So this is why I love foam, well, Fun Foam. Okay, so I'm going to cut strips of this tape so I can use it behind the window. Going to cut strips that measure 1/4 inch. It doesn't cut all the way through, so you will have to tear it off, but it's pretty easy, just like this. So I'm going to adhere them behind the frame, and I'm going to do that using Glossy Accents since this is such a strong adhesive. So I'm going to add quite a bit of Glossy Accents behind the Fun Foam. And then I'm going to line it up. There we go. Then I'm just going to do the same for the other 2 strips. Okay, so I created a frame of Fun Foam. So I'm just going to set that aside to dry a little bit. And so I'm going to adhere the little critters on the card using my Tombow Mono Glue. Okay, so here comes the best part of creating a sequin shaker card. And what I love the most about shaker cards is I just really love to fill up the shaker using many different colors of sequins. So I'm going to use aquamarine sequins. Then I'm also going to add some 4mm fresh mint sequins. Also a couple of lemon meringue sequins. By the way, this is a Christmas card that has very non-traditional colors on it. Usually I would use red and green, but lately I like to create non-traditional Christmas cards. So I'm also using some pink blush sequins. Then I'm also going to use the 4mm size of those, and also the 4mm lemon meringue sequins. Going to add a couple of these silver star sequins. And then last but not least, a few of the 8mm sparkling clear sequins. Now I'm going to close up the sequin shaker, and I'm going to use some Glossy Accents to do that. Just going to press that down before I'm going to start shaking. And then I'm going to shake it. And as you can see, that finishes up the card for this week's Saturday 7-day card and video. I'm so happy with the result of this card. It is just so adorable. And I will be giving this to my parents. This will be their Christmas card since they really love these cute little critters. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back very soon. Bye!